Mining is probably one of the most profitable activities in Star Citizen, but where should you go and what are the pros and cons of the different mining sites?
Today's video is brought to you by GameGlass. With GameGlass you can take control of your ship using a tablet or a phone. You can try out some of the free pre-made shards, or you can also make your own custom shards and share them with the community through the built-in marketplace. So gone are the days where you have no more rooms for all your key bindings. On top of that, GameGlass also supports other games like Elite Dangerous, so follow the link in the video description and try GameGlass for free. Use the offer code DTEA to get 5% off any purchase.
We are going to start at the most popular mining spot in Star Citizen, which is l'area orbiting around ArcCorp, more specifically the area around Shubing Mining Facility SAL2. This area is particularly good because of the terrain. Quantinium has a tendency to spawn at hillsides, so where you have the area between a big flat area coming up to a hill. So the pros towards going to this area is the yield in this area is really good. You have a very high chance of finding high percentage Quantinium rocks, which of course is very important if you like to make a lot of money mining. Secondly, the rock density in the area is also very high. And that means that you can often easily find rocks without ever having to use your ping, making you a little bit more stealthy when you're mining. Now the downside to mining at l'area is that it is planet-side. I mean, you fly at a planet, there is an added risk of you slamming into the side of a mountain or something like that. Also, well, because it's planet-side, sometimes that mining spot is just gonna be on the dark side of the planet, and nothing you can do about it. The biggest downside, I think, of this spot is that it is popular. And it's not that people are gonna mine it dry, that's not really gonna happen. It also attracts pirates, and, well, pirates can be a bit of a problem if you're in a poorly shielded, poorly weapon-configured mining ship. Another spot that I've been using to great success is the L3 Lagrange point, pretty close to the Crusader L1 Lagrange point where you will find a refinery station. The benefits of this spot is of course because it's in space, it's always in daylight. Because we're mining out of L1 in this situation here, you do get that 3% yield to Quantinium refining as you get when refining at L1. The downsides to mining at L3 is, well, the rocks are just not as big as they are at ArcCorp out of l'area. Benefit is you can pretty much be sure that if you find a rock, you can open it with a prospector without any fancy methods or calling in backup. And the other downside is the rock density is low. There is significant distance between the rocks in this area, and that means you are forced to use your active ping in order to locate rocks. This makes you more visible, and while L3 is not as popular a mining spot as l'area, you can still encounter pirates out here as it is a known mining spot. And finally we get to the halo. Now the halo is not just one spot, it's a ring, it's an asteroid belt going all around the Stanton star. And this brings us actually to the first benefit of mining in this location. It can be mined from pretty much any refinery, apart from the Microtech might be too far, but at least Argel1, Curl1, Hurl1 can all reach the halo. And another big selling point for the halo is its size. It's so big, and the way you drop into it is just you randomly kill your quantum drive when you're somewhere in the area. And because they are thousands and thousands, even hundreds of thousands kilometers wide, it makes it almost impossible for a pirate to find you. Not impossible, but almost. You can be found, you're never 100% safe, but this is by far the safest place. And because it is a space-based location, it is always in daylight, just like L3. The downsides to the halo is, just like with L3, the rocks out here, they are smaller than what we find on l'area. It's rare that you find anything larger than 5,200 mass. Depending on where you drop out, the rock density can vary a lot. So there is some level of skill required to learn where to drop out exactly. There are areas inside the halo where the density is so good, you're just gonna go from rock to rock to rock without even have to use your active scanner. But they are more difficult to find, they require more skill, and again I might do a video about this in the future, so if you're interested in this type of mining then do stay tuned to the channel. But I would love to know in the comment section, which is your favorite mining spot? Is there any of the three that I mentioned today, or do you have another one you want to share with the community? And finally, if you are considering picking up Star Citizen and you haven't created an account yet, you can go to getstarcitizen.d2a.com. You can use the referral code that you see here on screen. It's also in the description below, and there you'll get some extra starting credits, and I get some referral points towards some nice goodies in game. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.